So MyCareer 2K23, y'all. So we about to get ready to get into this. First game of the NBA season. We get ready to play against the Orlando Magic. Let's get it. Current difficulty is set to Hall of Fame. Each setting has a custom VC and my points earning rates. Choose one to view the details. Wow, I want Hall of Fame. Current said, would you like to keep it and continue? Yes, Hall of Fame. That's how I get down, y'all. So, about to play the Orlando Magic.
MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too
Still
much
waiting for
data.
the app to
I'm glad you
act right
came.
so I can scan my face. The
Look,
app acting
this
stupid,
Shep thing,
y'all. It's not
it's
even
not
letting
going
me load
anywhere
in the
anytime soon.
PlayStation Network.
We're gonna need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well. Maybe you forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
And if we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it, but my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as you, MP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our sixth man to start the season.
Sixth man. Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale. Coach, you're a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year in college. And before that, Never, really.
I get that. But six-man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Ah, Coach, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
All right, y'all.
We want to see your
First
Jordan moments, so send us
NBA
your best plays
game
over
as a
social
rookie,
media
y'all.
using the hashtag 2KTVWow, and your play might just be featured in a future episode. Another really cool aspect about 2K23's MyCareer mode is that you'll come across a lot of NBA talent.
Including our cover athlete, Devin Booker. We caught up with him at his MyCareer mocap session. Take a look.
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At shooting guard, Jalen Suggs. Let's meet your Detroit Pistons. Starting at point,
Set up with 6 men, y'all.
number 18.
Welcome, everyone, and with tip-off.
Thank you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Filling out the wings, it'll be Suggs and Wagner. Mo Bamba out there with Banchero, and it's Fultz in at the point. And for the Pistons, Bagley and Stewart together down low. Cunningham.
Substitution on the court.
Definitely gotta switch that camera. That's a good.
Here's Cunningham. Here's the kid. That falls. Nice feed that time
First
from
basket in the
Cunningham.
NBA, y'all.
Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
That one goes. Count it.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Here's Joseph, pounded by Fultz. The kid's shot is off. Orlando's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Fultz. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to
Yes,
work on
sir.
playmaking skills.
Yeah, Joseph with depth, finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. They're the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches.
And Wagner gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Basket's good. So it's Orlando now. 4-point game. And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
After getting moved from Chicago,
So I'm about to take this team over, y'all. I don't know if y'all wanted me to play team ball, maybe later on, but until I start starting, I'm taking over until I start. You dig?
And he knocks down the first one. And with Carter Jr., he showed tremendous growth in the 2021-22 season.
Yeah, he sure did, BA. He saw increased efficiency across the board. I mean, it really was
around the rim, though, where he made his greatest stride. Showed improved low post scoring, improved low post moves, and defensively, he was an anchor for Orlando.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Pistons.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Burks. They get the rebound. Carter, good.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Down low, the kid. And he slams it in one-handed.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And it's Wagner missing. Burks against Isaac. Floats one up, and Burks lays it in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
To the inside. Here's Carter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Carter Jr. plays with an impressive physicality. I think it's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
And he can't get the first one.
Came to Detroit to be a scorer, y'all.
And the second free throw is good.
You know, both of Wendell Carter Jr.'s parents played basketball at a really high level. And you know what I like to say? You cannot run away from the DNA. And I think you see that DNA of his parents in his game.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Pistons ahead.
You see it.
Up 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the
first
second
game
quarter
of the season, y'all, for the rookie. Double digits in the first quarter.
Again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So my boy missed a free throw and they took me out the game. Let's see what's happening when I get back in. We still winning.
Here's Joseph, hounded by Fultz. Inside. Hey, good. They've got 17 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough talking, tied together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Now here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Wagner. Here's Suggs. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Here's Carter. And once again off the mark by Orlando. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's the kid. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot.
Late pass, but I got the foul.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's the kid. He's checked by Carter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
And so he makes both from the line. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Now Fultz. He's got 5. Tries a 10-footer. Noel with the rebound. The Pistons leading. 46 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Bay. Here's Joseph. Defended by Wagner. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's the kid. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
So he set me up for that one, y'all.
Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Orlando. The Magic shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Pass to Wagner. Out to the right wing. Right side Fultz. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Here's Ivey. He's guarded by Anthony. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Pistons ahead, up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
9-point lead going into the half, y'all. It's the rookie with his first game in the NBA. It's Hall of Fame, y'all. They gonna give me more playing time, or they gonna make me ride the bench?
Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, you.
All right, let's see what's happening, y'all. Back in the game, third quarter.
In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, they've got Alec Burks. Marvin Bagley is out there. Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Ivey, and it's the kid in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Burks against Isaac.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. Anthony right side. And that one hits the back iron.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Burks for 3. The shot no good. Now Orlando takes it the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the
man,
entire
Alec
time.
Burke, no doggone well he shouldn't have
But
shot that shot, bro.
They were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
And Orlando shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Pass to Isaac. Wagner against Olynyk. Back to Isaac. His first shot attempt. And he hits the jump shot. Isaac's got his first 2 points of the night.
Tremendous offensive execution. Just trying to get as many clean looks as possible.
Here's the kid. And he dunks it down.
I don't know where Cuz run into or who he guarded.
Born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Isaac outside. Here's Fultz. Rebound Detroit.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
This is the rookie, ain't it?
There's 31 seconds left in the third. They swipe it. The kid. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. It's not going to go for him.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And so it's Detroit, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting
That was the
down
number one pick,
opposing
wasn't it?
offense. We'll be right back.
I think it was.
Moments ago from the huddle.
Don't mind me, though. I'm just the 18th pick in the draft, yo.
We got to get down and get engaged at the end.
Y'all heard what he said. I didn't hear what he said, but y'all heard what the coach said. I'm not listening.
And there you hear Dwayne Casey asking for
but I'm still in the game, though, y'all.
More attention to defense.
6 men.
Carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs, and it's Bamba in at the 5.
Well, the number 1 overall
my dog,
pick
Cade
in 2021,
Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls that are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
You have to think with this Pistons
This my
squad,
team.
all eyes are on the future.
That boy fouled out.
To the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Anthony. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
Here's the kid, hounded by Fultz. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business.
So they took me out. Probably about to be it for me, y'all. Okay, still a couple minutes left.
Here's Carter. Pass to Suggs. Back to Fultz. Outside Carter. Here's Wagner. They grab their own miss. Here's Suggs. Buries the jump shot. Suggs has got 6 in the quarter.
Shooting in good rhythm there, Suggs. Off the catch and shoot, nicely done.
2 minutes
Here's the kid.
remaining in the game.
And again, the Pistons missing. Well, Orlando shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
First substitution on the court.
Fultz finds Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Outside Fultz. Clock at 4. Looking to get back on track. The kid with a rebound. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were
Yes,
firing
sir.
on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against the Magic.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the kid.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a
kid.
major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
He's off on the first.
And Franz Wagner, one of the surprises of the 2021 rookie class. He had a great rookie campaign, one of a handful of terrific rookies.
Burks, he's checked in for Diallo. Here's Lee. Pass to Duran. Here's the kid. Guarded by Ross. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Wagner. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Nerlens Noel.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul.
Franz Wagner taking 2 shots.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
To the inside, the kid. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Yeah,
this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped and their opponent is at the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
Here's the kid, guarded by Ross. Pass to Duran. So we see the Pistons taking the W
Y'all
here.
see it, y'all.
Boy,
The first
they were
game, a
so
good
special to
blowout.
watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite part of tonight's game?
Just picking up that W, man. I could have easily scored 100 tonight. Let's be real. But if we would have gotten that loss, that wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I think you'd still be pretty happy with 100, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got me there. But you know what I mean, John. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean. You know, man, I played this game to win. So if it's great to have this feeling my first time on the NBA floor.
Totally, and it looked like you were having a great time out there, too, so congrats again, MP. I know you were looking forward to this all off season.
Yes, sir.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Mm-hmm. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, John, you know, I felt that support tonight, and it was love. You know, I can't complain about that. But I think with the whole, Shep controversy was a bit of a media creation, if we're being honest here. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I feel like I should be handed the keys to the city or, get the red carpet rolled out for me. But these days, it feels like everyone has an opinion. So you can always find someone that's willing to put you down if you look for it. It's there. For me, I'm just more focused on the people that support me, genuinely. And I've got plenty of support in the city, so it feels good.
The times we live in, right? Thanks, MP.
Yeah, no problem, man. Good question, by the way.
So y'all right here first, y'all. We're not worried about Shep. Y'all see what I'm doing.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
MP, come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, it's the Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie?
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Stars.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akpem.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See ya. Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear, I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not going to happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue. That's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You got to remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you just gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we gotta be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want to slow play it.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man?
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there. I'm your guy. Let's
Okay,
get it.
okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're gonna be golden.
Want some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was gonna be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.
Yes, sir.